Greetings, everyone. This is Dee from Purple Sage Healthy Living. Welcome or welcome back, whichever is appropriate. And today I'm going to show you how I make my blackened okra. Now, my husband loves okra, and I do too. And we love it boiled, we love it fried, we love it any kind of way we can get it, pretty much. But when we changed our lifestyle as far as eating, we decided not to use the breading, and I came across a restaurant here in the state, in the low country, that did blackened okra, and I was like, I know I can do that, but I didn't know how. So with a little trial and error, I was finally able to create something that we both enjoyed. So today I'm going to share that with you. Now, I don't do any deep frying. And that was one of the reasons that we changed over to the blackened okra. And it's very easy. There's no, just seasonings and your okra. That's it. So I'm gonna do it over on the stove and let you see me do it. I hope you'll give it a try. Very tasty, and you could actually like it. Just give it a try and see what you think. Here we go. I've already put my oil in my pan. This is a wok, something that I use for sauteing, stir frying, and of course my okra. I'm using grapeseed oil, which is what I use for high heat and cooking in high heat. And I'm going to be using frozen okra here. And I like frozen okra because I can get it just about any time, because I can walk over to the freezer and pick it up. Now, okra contain, let me say this. Have turned the stove on medium high. So while it is heating up, I'm going to tell you a little bit about okra. I'm going to tell you something really important about the part that most people don't like about the okra. It contains something called mucilage, and it's a thick gel-like substance, and research has shown that it can bind with cholesterol during the digestion as it goes through the body. And an 8-week study conducted on mice showed lower cholesterol levels after they were fed a high-fat diet containing okra powder. Now, I don't know how that relates to people, but all I know is that it's very good, and I have gotten past that part. Okra is packed it's low in calories, and it has a lot of nutrients. The vitamin C helps to support, healthy immune function, and is rich in vitamin K, which helps your body, your blood to clot. Now, it also contains antioxidants called polyphenols, and they decrease your risk of heart problems and stroke by preventing blood clots and reducing free radical damage. Now, go to the good Google and look it up. And it says that the antioxidants in okra may also benefit your brain by reducing brain inflammation. Who knew? Now, it also is a good source of magnesium. You know how much I talk to you about magnesium. Folate, vitamin A, C, K, and vitamin B6. And you can use it in your diet. You can roast it in the oven. You can cook it like I'm doing. You can grill it, put it in the air fryer, saute it with garlic, add to a veggie stir fry. You can actually do this and add it to any other recipe that you have. A lot of times I will add it to my soups, I love to eat it just as it is, but it can be added to other things. Okay, enough of that. My pan is hot, and I am about to pour this this frozen okra into this hot pan. Now not gonna let you see the whole process because it does not in real time, because it does take a few minutes for this to start to begin to thaw out and actually start to cook. But it is on medium high. On my stove is 6.5. I don't know what yours may be. But you want to start it off kind of high, because once you put cold stuff in a hot pan, automatically the temperature is going to go down. So I'm just spreading everything around, because even my sides of the wok get hot. I will come back when it has cooked a little bit so that you can see the difference. Now, as you can see, the okra has started to defrost in the pan. And one thing you do not want to do is continuously stir around in it like you would if you were cooking something else. Right now it's not sticking, but it's starting to, the parts that are on the very bottom are starting to, I guess you could say brown. I want to move it around so that the parts that were on the side can get to the bottom. But I won't be stirring around in it like I would if I was preparing something else, because I don't want to disturb the mucilage. Because as you can see, it's already started. And that's okay. Just leave it on the same temperature for now. It's been about, I want to say about 4 minutes. It may take a little longer depending on how much you have in your pan. And one other thing I was going to say a simple soup. Man, you could add this into some corn and some tomatoes, add you some onions and garlic, and just, go crazy with it. Do it however you want to. Maybe add some black beans or some pintos, black-eyed peas, whatever you want to. And you can do it in a tomato sauce or whatever you choose. This could be part of a base to start a great soup, or a dish that you could put over rice. I've even had it with potatoes. Just your imagination. Be creative with it. So I'll be back in just a little bit to turn it again to see what it looks like. We're going to let it cook a little while longer. Okay, let's turn it over a little more. See what we got. Oh yeah, here we go. Now, as you can see, the mucilage is on the sides and the bottom of the pan, which is fine. We're just gonna let this cook and continue to do what it does. It takes a little while, but ooh, honey, it is worth it when it's done. All right, I'm gonna quit playing in it. Let it continue on. What I'm trying to do is make sure that everything, or all of them, have the cuts have been, they've defrosted and starting to cook. Most of the cooking, of course, goes on in the bottom of the pan. I don't want to disturb it too much. All right, let it continue to cook, and I'll be back. Okay, at this point, I'm going to start adding some seasoning, especially the black pepper. This is fresh black pepper. Not a whole lot. Well, maybe a lot for some, but not for me. And then I'm going to add a little salt. Well, not a little. I'm going to add a good bit. That'll help get rid of some of the water in the okra too. That's all I'm going to do with that. And now I'm going to turn it. And it will be good if you have just a regular spatula. I'm telling you, honey, investing in good products for your cooking so you can cook and not make a mess or make it easy. Invest in good utensils and good pots and pans. You'll thank me for it later. Doesn't that look good? Well, for those that don't like okra, it probably doesn't. But give it a try. A lot of times people go by the way things look, and I know that it helps if something looks appetizing. And I was raised on okra, so it doesn't make any difference to me. But I know people who were not have a problem with just the way that it looks and the texture. And those who will eat it, they want it fried or breaded, should I say. But try something different. See what, if you've never tried it this way, you might be surprised. Okay, I'm going to let it cook a little while longer. And we'll see. I'll come back after it is actually done. Okay, now you can add more seasoning if you choose to. Miss Dash is my friend. I always tell you that. One of the... Hey, Rob. I'm good. I'm doing a video. Okay. I use this a lot with the onions and herbs. And I also use the table blend. Now, if you want to, you can just leave it with the salt and the pepper. But I really like highly seasoned food. As you can see, this is starting to blacken very well. So I'm going to add a little more seasoning. Now, I know that looks like a lot, but honey, this okra does just like leafy greens when you cook them. You start off with a little bit, with a lot, and you wind up with less. But when you put in your seasoning, as I do, then by the time you finish and everything condenses down, it really, really tastes good. I am now at the finished stage, and I know it may not look like, I call it blackened. So it's not black like charred. There is some crispiness to it, especially on the bottom. I have turned the heat off, but it's still continuing to cook. And it is starting to break up because I didn't cook it very fast. But anyway, I hope that you'll try it if you've never tried it before. It's very simple. It's very nutritious and good for your body. And I will see you in the next video. Peace and love to you. And may you be blessed, continually blessed. And we'll talk soon. you.